Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the Holtzmichel channel. Today's little endeavor is about a sander to show you guys that I do work on other machinery as well, not just commercial stuff but also for the home shop. Now we all familiar with small sanders like this one here. This is a commercially available unit. You've seen these from Grizzly, you see them in Lowe's and all the other places that you can pick these things up. They all come out of the same factory in China probably. The guy that owns this had a problem with it, and the problem was that when he would put something here on the table and sand it, it was kind of rounded on the bottom, and so his workpiece would rock. And so he came to me and asked me, what's going on with this thing. So I took a look at it, and the first thing I did was release the tension on the belt and lift up and look underneath to find that the bed plate was warped. So what I had to do was make him a new bed plate, and I made this out of looks like 4mm steel. Put it on the surface grinder, and then spot welded it in places with a TIG welder, so that it would, when it did warm up, it wouldn't burst the frame of the sander itself. So, and then of course tapered off the trailing and leading edges on the sander. This thing had a frame underneath it to where, let's see if we can get this up. Well, no, there's no Allen wrench here. But anyway, underneath there's a webbed frame so that the outside is stable. And that was the extent of the repair essentially. Now this machine runs fairly true. It does a pretty nice job of sanding this. Let me go mobile here and bring you in a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, we're going to release the belt tension. Here's the bed. Unfortunately, the paint was scorched a little bit during the welding process. Now I purposely left a gap here so that on both sides of the bed, so that when this thing does warm up, it has room somewhere, it has some place to go. So, and it still tracks pretty nice. Let's see here, we can switch it on. As you can see, we're back in business. So for those of you who have one of these machines, the things to watch for, again, are the bed for plainness, so that you have a nice flat even surface to work on. Because what happens when these things get stamped, these are stamped sheet metal, they have a tendency to warp if the die doesn't close up on the bed of the sander first, or hard enough to where it can prevent the bed from warping when the sides are bent down. And so that's the big trouble with little sanders from China. Hope you enjoyed today's episode.